Welcome back, design people, to another episode of Some Gray Things. It's 2026, and the most important thing happening in the world is definitely what the trends are in industrial design. That's what we're going to find out. Today, we'll be going over the latest trends in form, details, and finishes, and along the way, we'll be designing 3 speakers. It's going to be the same, as always. Let's go!
Industry of design trends. Industry of design trends. Yeah. It's 2026, ho, better get your friends. History of design trends. History of design trends. History of design trends. History of design trends. History of design trends.
So let's get into it. As always on Some Gray Things, we have the latest forms, details, and finishes. So let's get into our first form trend. This year's first form trend is the Blobby form. These are soft, rounded, inflated shapes with no really sharp transitions, just like me after too many schnitzels. German joke. Blobby shapes can pretty quickly look like kids' toys, but what I'm talking about here is a more refined version of that. Something a little bit more elegant, a little bit more thought out. It's like a blob for grown-ups. These products feel alive, but still pretty controlled. It's also deceptively really hard to actually do this. There's no real structure to these forms, so you have to kind of just feel it out rather than doing it in a logical way. Also, I think the updates in 3D tools, sub-D modeling, modeling Blender, and doing these kinds of shapes gets a lot easier than it used to be. So let's take this idea and work it into our first speaker design. We can have a nice little blobby speaker. It's like a soundbar kind of thing. Kind of felt out little blob structures that I liked. No real straight edges. I think that's a good start. I think it's going to be a good one this year. Moving on to our second trend, the tall cylinder. It's a classic, pretty self-explanatory. It's a cylinder, you know, like it is what it looks like. It's tall, slim, and handsome. You can insert your favorite actor here. Is Timothée Chalamet? Is he like the one right now? Please let me know. That would be important for me. It's very noticeable, but it's not very loud. It's like this great middle ground of form. I like these forms too because they're pretty functional. You get like a pretty small footprint. They don't take up a lot of space. Like if you put it on a desk or on the floor or something, you just gotta make sure it doesn't tip over. I feel like you see this more right now because finishes have been getting quietly more refined. So you can just have a nice finish in a really simple form and your product will still look really good and not boring. So let's take this idea into our next product design. A nice tall cylinder speaker. Yeah, that's it. We don't need a lot on it. It's just like a cylinder. It's got kind of this extended speaker cloth. You don't need a lot with the cylinder. It's great. You just gotta make sure the finish is good, but we'll get to that. Next trend. The next form trend we're getting into is nom 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 nom. The donut. I don't think this one needs a lot of explaining. It's a donut. It looks like a donut. It's shaped like a donut. There's a hole in the middle. It's basically a round product with a hole in the middle. Every now and then you see, like, I would call it a design cheat code almost, where you can just do this one thing and the product will look great no matter how much you mess up the other parts of it. And the donut's kind of one of those. The donuts is such a nice, easy cheat code to making a great, modern looking, cool product. I like the donut because it's in some ways a really unexpected thing that is really obvious. Like, oh yeah, a donut, that'd be perfect here, let's do that. It's also great if you put like a nice light on it. You really get these nice reflections on both sides and it does really nice things with the light. I think you didn't see this a lot because once you get into the details of designing stuff with a donut, all the stuff you have to do in later stages of manufacturing, like the injection molding designs, it gets a little bit more complicated. Tooling design is getting so good that you can kind of get away with doing a lot more. Maybe the donuts are just hot and fresh right now. Oh my God, there were so many good donut jokes I didn't think about doing. Donuts, hot and fresh. Donuts, tasty design. Donuts, the frosting on your product design. Donuts, the sprinkles on your product design. Let's design a product with a donut, huh? Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty easy. It's a speaker, there's a donut. The driver of the speaker is a donut hole. This is what I'm saying, like you don't need to overthink this a lot. Like it looks cool right away. It's a donut, you got a hole in it. It's great, yeah. Who doesn't love a good old donut? Yum, 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 yum. That's the form trends. Let's move on to the details. The first detail trend of 2026 is the cutout butt. I was looking at a bunch of car designs recently. I kept seeing the same detail over and over. Lots of concept car designs, for some reason, go with the same little butt island thing. If you're designing a product right now, you got to have some butt. Cardi B could tell you that. Cutout butt, aka butt island. I make too many butt jokes. Joking aside, it is like this really nice crafted thing. It's a really nice way to integrate things like lights or air vents, and it makes a little highlight. And I think what you see for a lot of especially car designs is it's kind of a frame for the logo of the company. You kind of saw this thing in the front of electric cars, and then I think it migrated back. If you're a car exterior designer and you got a better take on that, please feel free to let me know. So let's take this butt highlight. I feel like this would work pretty well in our Blobby speaker. Oh yeah, okay. So now we got this nice little butt on the back of our Blobby speaker. A little detail, kind of take it from just being full blob to like at least blob with a little bit of structure. I think that worked out pretty good. Thanks, butt. Moving on to the next detail trend, we have the concave surface. This is one that I think is very like a post-2000s kind of detail. This year I saw it coming back again. If you took a fresh tub of ice cream, just took one fresh scoop out of it, that's what it looks like. One really great version of this is the speaker from Samsung by that French designer with a really good name that I'm not going to try to pronounce on camera. It's a really nice crafted detail, especially if you can keep the edges like really crisp on it. It's a nice alternative to making a tactile surface. Have some nice little places for your fingers to figure out where to go. Works great, especially for keyboards. I think you see this a lot on keyboards lately. I feel like generally designers are getting a little better at figuring out how light lands on their products. This could be because prototyping is getting better, or could be that the rendering programs are getting better. But let's add this concave surface to the top of our cylinder. So we got this flat surface right now. Just give a little bit of something on top to kind of break up that top surface and have a nice little for the touch controls. Kind of makes it more of like a functional, usable product as opposed to just an object that stands there. Nice. And moving on to our final detail trend, the LED, the matrix. You know, you take some lights, you put them in a grid, turn the lights on, you got an LED matrix. I really like these, and I've actually been trying to use these more. They sort of bridge this gap between retro and modern. Also super functional because sometimes you do want to display more information than, like, for instance, just a little light with an icon, but you don't want to go full-blown black rectangle display thing. The whole topic of nostalgia has been coming up. Especially last year, a lot of the trends were very like nostalgic trends. LED matrices have been around for a long time, but to integrate them cleanly with this kind of like dead front display kind of thing where you don't see it when it's turned off, I think is really modern and looks really good. I think this would really do something weird to our donut design. Maybe we just put like a little LED matrix right here at the bottom. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like a funky little detail. I think this is kind of in line with like the funkiness of this whole thing anyway. Matrix detail here is like a little music visualizer. I don't know if we integrated it in the most functional way, but I would say the most fun way. Hey, we made it to the finishes. First finish this year is actually textile, which is this coarse weave textile texture. I think textile is really coming back, especially in products that don't traditionally have textiles in them, especially like this really heavy coarse weave texture. Kind of interesting too is I've seen a couple plastic products imitating this texture. You have almost like a coarse weave texture molded into the plastic, and usually I'm not into imitating other materials with plastic, but in this case, it kind of works. There's like such a nice rough feel to this thing. It's very like heavy feeling. It gives a lot of weight. It gives like this handcrafted feel. Rough in a good way, like rough where you want it. It's also this really nice classic luxury feel that I think contrasts really nicely against modern cold tech stuff. Okay, so I think this would be really fun to do in our little Blobby speaker. So we have our little Blobby boy here, just totally wrapped most of it in like a nice textile. Oh yeah, that's exactly what this thing needed. Oh my God, that's so good. That really did a lot to it too. It was just kind of like this weird blobby thing before, but now it feels like so refined, so crafted. I love this. This is pretty sick. Nice. Okay, next trend. I always think everyone just watches these videos for the colors. It's emerald green, people. It's a deep, rich green with like a little tiny hint of blue in it. It's such a nice like classic luxury vibe. There's so much depth and so much tone, and it's so much personality, pretty loud color. This is part of this like continually march away from heavy minimalism. I think there's also this push for companies to look not just premium, but kind of push towards luxury as well. So emerald green seems to be a really good way to say like, hey, this is a really high-end special product. Let's put some green on the cylinder, huh? Oh my God, whoa, that's loud. That's pretty sick though. Look at this thing. That has so much personality, this green speaker. Dude, that's gonna pop. You put that in your living room, people are gonna ask questions. Cool, I'm loving that. That's super cool for me. Hey, we made it to the last trend. That's pretty cool. Natural materials. Could be wood, could be plastic, could be glass, could be paper, with natural imperfections, natural grain that just shows off really like the naturalness of the product. And I really like these products because they really celebrate the imperfections of these materials. They feel really honest somehow. They don't feel mass produced. They don't feel cold. These nice randomized visual textures really take a normal surface and turn them into something special. It's not the easiest thing to make these textures if you go to any standard manufacturer. So it does take some work to integrate, but I think you can really make some nice looking products with some really nice textures. Let's finish off this donut. Nothing's better than natural flavors on a donut. So let's integrate that nice texture. Oh yeah. Oh man, this just makes this like so natural feeling. It was like really cold and plasticky before, and now it just feels like something so warm, so inviting, so natural. It's like if you found a donut growing in the forest that had an LED matrix on it. That's what we've done. Awesome. So we have our nice blob with the fancy butt. We have our cylinder with the nice top surface cut out, and natural looking donut with the funky LED matrix. Back to you in the studio, Gray. So that's it for this year. 9 trends, 3 speakers, and hopefully a lot of inspiration for you. If you feel like there's any trends I missed, feel free to drop those in the comments. I read those sometimes. Anyway, happy designing out there. Have fun. Later.
Industry of the sign trends. Industry of the sign trends. Yeah. It's when it's safe. How better get your friends. Spans. History of the sign trends. Spans. History of the sign trends. Spans. History of the sign trends. History of the sign trends. History of the sign trends.
I struggled with naming this one actually because butt is funny, but what do you put with butt? Is it the cutout butt? Is it the butt highlight? Is it the butt island? It's something with butts, but this went off the rails.